Back on the home page, the white and red Recommend a Grant button is a quick link to make a grant recommendation. To recommend a grant, click on the button. A new screen will appear with your fund name and advisor name pre-populated. If there is more than one advisor on your fund, you can change the names by clicking on the drop-down menu. For the grantee name, click on Search for Grantee and enter the name or tax ID in the search box. Our database will begin to suggest names based on your search. When you find your grantee, click the Select button. If you do not see your grantee listed, click on Create New Org and enter the name of the organization. Identifying details such as the city and state they are located in and their tax ID number will help SFF confirm the correct organization in our due diligence process. When you are finished, click the Create button. If you know the grantee contact, add the name to that field. If you type anything into this field, it will be added to the grant award letter. If the organization you want to support is under the umbrella of a fiscal sponsor, you can search for the sponsor in the Search for Fiscal Sponsor field. The eye icon indicates that there is a helpful tip for you if you have questions. Enter the grant amount in Amount Recommended. There are two things to note. Our minimum grant and minimum payment amount is $250. If you intend to make a multi-year grant, for example, $250 a month for 1 year, totaling a $3,000 grant, or $10,000 per year for the next 3 years, or $30,000, you must enter the full amount in this field. This means that your fund will need to have the full total amount available the day that you submit the grant. The short purpose field lets the grantee know what your gift should be used for and is added exactly as you enter it into the grant award letter. Examples include general operating support, a specific campaign or program. We strongly advocate for general support so nonprofits can use these funds where it's most needed. You'll see that in the default settings. As a reminder, donor advised funds cannot be used for goods or services, and potential benefits from an event must be waived. Donor advised funds cannot be used towards pledge payments or for an individual. If this is a reoccurring or multi-year grant, select Yes in the multi-payments field. Then indicate the number of payments, start date, and frequency. Donor and fund anonymity and address name apply to whether the grantee organization should receive these details from you. The addressable name refers to how grantees should address you in an acknowledgement letter. If you would like the grantee to have this information, but prefer your public recognition to be anonymous, select No for Donor Anonymous and No for Fund Anonymous. Select Other for Public Recognition Name and type in Anonymous under the Other Recognition Name. Indicate your preferences for being contacted under Opt Out of Grantee Mailing List and Opt Out of Grantee Thank You Letter. If your gift is an honor or memoriam, you may list those details in the special dedication field. For example, this grant is made in honor of Joy Smith. And if you have any instructions to the grantee, add them in this field. For example, this could be send a thank you letter to the person I am honoring with the dollar amount omitted. Their email and mailing addresses is ... Under Send Additional Award Letter, Name, Address, list the name and address of those who should receive a copy of the grant award letter. This might include an attorney, accountant, or fiscal advisor. An example for instructions to the foundation could be, this grantee address has changed. Please update to 101 California Street, San Francisco, California, 94111. Finally, please be sure to read the grant certification language and check the box to confirm that you accept the terms. When you are ready to submit, click on Submit Now. Alternatively, click on Add to Cart to add this draft grant to your draft grant cart. You can submit it later. You can also select Cancel. To clear this page, you'll be taken back to the grants page. Once a grant has been submitted, our grants team reviews each grant to meet IRS compliance regulations and ensures the payment is received by the grantee. Grant payments are made on Friday, and recommendations must be submitted by noon on Wednesday to be included in the weekly run. Sometimes this process may take longer for the following reasons. A grantee organization that requires follow-up during the due diligence process, or a grant recommendation that needs more information or clarification from the donor, or grants over $250,000, which require review and approval from a board of trustees.